Hey there, wrestling fans. Welcome to this week's edition of Superstars of the Ring.
You know, I was watching some of the older webcasts before I was on the show. Alistair was the host.
Mm-hmm. Co-host.
Host. He said that you smelled like something once. Do you recall maybe what that was?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Cigarettes and natural light. No? Okay. Well, I remember, and I can kind of smell you now, so I'm just making sure you know you're...
You literally don't shower, and you're telling me I smell bad?
Anyways, did you know Abbeville, Georgia, April 2nd, I have a match, and so do a bunch of other people, including Shooter McGee.
You made a sign.
Yeah.
Right. Well, this looks like something that a death row inmate would make in art therapy. So we're just going to put this over here.
I like making signs, I'll have you know. There would be more where that came from.
Alright, well, that's...
You just watch yourself.
I'll watch myself. You're right. On a more serious tone, this is a serious episode this week. Last week on Superstars of the Ring, we showed you a match between Canine Carnage...
Bad Guy Inc.
Bad Guy Inc. Two bad guys. Now, we knew they were tough in the match. They were actually tossing around Canine Carnage, manhandling them like we've never...
that too often.
We've never seen that before, and after the match, we didn't know this until just recently. There was some footage of Canine Carnage being taken out in the back. So
I haven't even seen that yet.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and take you to that footage.
That's what you get, dog pound. She does have our match.
For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, yo. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
Welcome back, wrestling fans. There we saw that dastardly attack on Canine Carnage. Hopefully they're going to be okay. We're actually going to go ahead and get into this week's match of the week. Featuring the unstoppable Eric Moore taking on a former CCW heavyweight champion, Julian MARCS. It was a great match, very physical, so let's go ahead and take you away to that now.
Alright, wrestling fans, welcome to this week's edition of Superstars of the Ring. Here we got a match between Julian MARCS and one of the hottest up-and-coming superstars here in CCW, Eric Moore. Eric Moore, a big fan favorite here in CCW. Of course, Julian MARCS, a former CCW heavyweight champion. Trying to get a psychological edge against Eric Moore right now. And we got to lock up Eric Moore with a quick headlock to start off the match. Trying to get the upper hand here. MARCS got the hair, got him in the corner. The ref's going to have to break that up. Oh, a huge swing and a miss. Eric Moore just a little bit too quick for Julian MARCS on that occasion. And another headlock. And again, Julian MARCS with the hair, gets him in the corner. Another swing and a miss. That's strike two. Eric Moore's got to be careful here. He does not need Julian MARCS to get inside his head. Another headlock here. Again, Eric Moore trying to get the pace of this match to his own liking. And another, again, that's strike three. He's got to be out of here. If this was baseball, he'd be done for. And a headlock takeover. Down into a submission hold. Julian MARCS has got to be frustrated right now. But a great reversal. And a nip up. Wow, I've never seen a reversal quite like that from a head scissor headlock to a nip up. Gets him out of that. And now both men are on their feet. Eric Moore's got to be careful here. He likes talking to the crowd. But there you see, that's why he's got to be careful. It backfired on him. And now they're just going to throw lefts and rights at each other. Another takedown from Eric Moore. It's more technical wrestling by Eric Moore than what we've seen in the past. He's really coming along as a superstar here in CCW. You gotta wonder, when is this gonna break down into a brawl again? Neither one of these guys are really known for their technical skills here. And there's a big shoulder tackle. And Julian Marks outside of the ring. Some would say this is cowardice, but really it's a veteran move. He was shaken up, so he gets out of the ring. You can't make a pinfall when your man's outside of the ring. He's going to have to get back in there and finish this match. But he's going to take a breather. He's out there running his mouth to a fan. That could backfire. And there you go. Eric Moore's going to just chase him back in the ring. Leg drop and a miss. Another takedown by Eric Moore. Eric Moore, normally known for his fast-paced, high-flying style. We've really seen a different pace by him today. And that could be it. He could have just knocked his lights out. Huge uppercut. 1, 2. Looks like Moore got the shoulder up, but just barely. Eric Moore might be seeing stars right now. And here we see the veteran Julian Marks really starting to take it to him. And what are we going to see here? Is it going to be a DDT? Might be wasting too much time, but he's not. Plants him head first into the mat. Eric Moore is in a bad place right now. 1, 2. What kind of pin is that? Just puts a hand on top of him. That's not going to be enough to keep the unstoppable Eric Moore on the mat. There we go. Nice fireman's carry. 1, 2. Almost caught him by surprise there. Almost got a pinfall on him. And again, Julian Marks goes to the outside of the ring. Now, while this gives him time to get a breather on the outside of the ring, it's also giving Eric Moore time to rest on the inside of the ring, get his wits about himself, get his wind back. But it looks like he might not wait on him. He's going to the top. But I think he was just toying with him there, showing that he's not afraid to take a high risk if necessary. Mayhem Julian Marks back into the ring, and we got a tie-up. And now it's Eric Moore with the offense in the corner. A thunderous chop. That could collapse a lung, break a rib. Oh, he's going to expose the chest. And there's going to be some red marks on Mayhem tonight. And again, the crowd loving it to see there. Uh-oh. He got caught, and he's got a neck breaker. Slams him down with a neck breaker. Eric Moore tied up in the ropes. He could be done for now. 1, 2, and just barely, just out of instinct, he kicks out of that one. Julian Marks has got to be wondering what he's going to have to do to keep Eric Moore down. He did not miss with that leg drop there. Brought it across the chest and the sternum of Eric Moore. Another pinfall. And another 2 count. And with a burst of energy, Eric Moore is going to come back. Going to work on the elbow, the wrist, and the arm. He could dislocate his shoulder with this. And all of a sudden we have a reversal of fortunes here. Eric Moore seems to have the advantage. He's going to the top rope this time. We might actually see a high-risk maneuver. And it did not pay off. He got nothing but mat on that one. That could be it. 1, 2. No, and he gets the shoulder up again. Eric Moore living up to his name of the unstoppable Eric Moore. Although I don't really know what he can do to beat the wily veteran, the former CCW heavyweight champion, Julian Marks. Power slam. This could be it. What has he got to do? And again, the shoulder comes up. Right now I feel like the lights are on, but nobody's home for Eric Moore. Like I say, he's running on pure instinct. Got him into the corner, whips him to the other side of the ring, and it just clobbers him, crushes him into the corner. And he just tosses him on the ground. Now this could be a mistake by Julian Marks, wasting time, taunting Eric Moore, when really he should be going for another pinfall. He might have had him at that point had he tried, but he didn't. And it's backfired. Eric Moore trying to get up some energy, trying to get some momentum, whips him into the corner again. And there's a power slam for you. 1, 2. Oh, he almost got him that time, folks. What a great match. These guys going back and forth. Both men putting up one heck of a fight here.
Time is near. Blood shall reign. We will choose our next victim. No one's safe.
Cut that. We're not. Cut it. We're not going to hear that. What, guys, I don't really know what's going on.
I'm a little frightened.
Clearly, Society of Sin is still doing their hostile takeover of our webcast. This is, I don't know how many weeks we've had this where they've interrupted a match. Hopefully we can figure out what's going on there so we can show you that match and the previous matches that they've cut off. Yeah. We apologize for that. We know you guys wanted to see the ending of that match. Hopefully we'll have that to you in a couple weeks. For now, we're actually going to get into an interview.
Let's first of all talk about 2015. Let's rewind for a minute. The Outlaw Jamie McKinnon versus Rock and Roll Chris Turner, the match of the year. That's right. The old guys carried the load for CCW. Sold another building out. Every time you put me and Chris Turner in the same ring, we sell a building out. Now, let's move forward. Let's move forward to the end of that match that night. Whenever I feel in my heart that I had Chris Turner beat, 1, 2, 3. I was 12 feet away from tagging the fourth corner. And then two jabronis show up. But I don't even want to talk about the Society of Sin showing up. I want to talk about the men who talked them into doing it. It was Boone Anderson. Wrestling fans, I'm going to put this down. I'm going to show you a guilty man. You see this picture? This pitcher and his snot-nosed kid have been playing CCW for, this is going to be bigger than Donald Trump. He has been playing the system. Let me tell you how he first done it. See, they really wasn't real sure how they was going to get Daniel the belt. They wasn't real sure. And whenever I hit that lariat on Turner, it looked like Turner was leaving the company, and it looked like I was still going to be the champ at the end of the night. So he talks to Society of Sin to go out there and beat him up. And they did a good job. They beat this arm up until they broke it. They threw the fireball in Rock and Roller's eyes until he can't. The guy still cannot even see. This much. If you go to tag him, he's like this because he can't even see out of one side of his eye. But my arm's better, Daniel. Now you and your old man's playing games in the back. So let's fast forward it. We're going into Stampede. They've taken the belt away from me. Of course, that was Boone's big idea. Outlaw, you can't compete with that hurt arm. You know the belt ought to be defended. Everything, I can see the writing on it. I wasn't as smart now as I was back then. Or back then, I wasn't as smart now. I can't remember because I get confused about things. But listen here. Boone, I see it clear as day now. Okay, you and Chris can have your little revenge match. You can have a street fight. But oh, since it's such a brutal match, we won't let you be in the over-the-top ring battle royal. We won't let you two compete in that. So Daniel takes out 4 superstars. He talks about beating 19 men. You beat 19 boys. And 2 legends were in the back doing whatever we want to be doing. Because I haven't talked to Chris Turner that night, before then or after then. But listen here, Turner. Smarten up and realize we got played like 2 clowns. Now I'm going to tell you something. The night of the bull rope match, you didn't have that fire. That may not be the right word. Fire in the eye. Maybe it's your fire in your belly, because you already had fire in your eye. But listen here. The night of the street fight, you got it back, Turner. You got the fire back of a true champion. If I was you right now, I would challenge Daniel Anderson for the heavyweight title. I'd find me a tag team partner and I'd challenge the 2 dog butts for the tag team titles. I would do whatever it takes. I'd call Logan Stevens up and say, Logan, get the Bible out, say yourself a prayer, and meet me in the ring. Because right now, Turner, you got the fire back that you need to do what you do in this business. I seen it in that street fight, Turner. I looked over there at you a couple times. I really couldn't tell whether you was looking at me because of the burn to your eye. But listen here. I know you got it back. Because that guitar shot to that knucklehead's head that you laid out was the kind of violence that I know you're capable of. Turner, 2016 can be another title run for you. Just as long as you realize that if I get the belt first, if I beat Daniel first, 1, 2, 3 right in the middle of that ring, don't challenge me. Don't make the mistake of challenging me and ruining your career. You could be on fire in 2016, Chris. Listen to me. You got it back. I never lost it. Daniel never had it. You never beat me or Rock and Roll Chris Turner. You and your old man can quit playing games now. And listen here, show your true colors. You come on this TV set and you talk about me and my daddy don't get along. Me and my daddy don't do this. We don't do that. There was a $300,000 motorhome parked in the back of the building at the rec center that you and your old man look mighty cozy in. Now I'm tired of it. I am the undisputed, undefeated, unchallenged. Remember that, Daniel. You wasn't running your mouth so much when I was the champ. Nobody was. I had to hunt out Rock and Roll Chris Turner to find a good match. But listen here, don't be confused about one thing. One thing only. Shooter McGee. You talk about Shooter McGee like he's a nobody. I've been in the ring with Shooter McGee. This is Shooter's 2nd heavyweight championship match. Don't be surprised if he hooks that Boston Crab on you, Daniel, and maybe your old man had to come out from the back, or maybe you can get Dave. And I got a little message just for you, Dave. You don't call me on the phone and say we don't expect no problems out of you. You see, we were friends 10 years ago and you managed our business, but you don't have the right to call me on my phone and say, listen, here it's Daniel's time. You know, we're going in a new direction. Because we're not going in a new direction. We're going in the same old direction we've always been in. That's the outlaw Jamie McKinnon up front in CCW, dominating only as he knows how. Now, if I got to do something like hit a man with something, say a cowbell, or a lariat, or a chair, or whatever I got to do, I'm willing to do that. But now, as we close this interview off for tonight, I got a few more statements to make. Jonathan Wells, the night I was inducted into the Ring of Honor, you won your first championship, and you were the longest running champion there was. But once you fell from grace, you never regained it. Hayden Price, you won you a championship, and you took the company where you wanted to take it, straight to a pawn shop. But once you lost it, you never returned to grace. Now, I normally call them Mickey and Minnie Mouse, the Marx brothers, but Jonathan, Julian, all of you have never come back, Hayden, and won it twice. You didn't lose it and get it back like I'm going to do. I didn't lose it. It was taken away from me on a dark, dreary night. But listen here, I'm darn sure going to win it back at all cost. Now listen here, Julian, you need to listen to this. You mess with me and it cost you your belt, and your career has spiraled down to nothing. Society of sin. You mess with me and I don't know what's going to happen to your career, but if you're real smart, you'll never mess with me again. Go beat up somebody else, because if you come back here, your blood will run down your face and I will put that lariat on you like I've done before. You don't want to do this. You don't want to go down the same road travel again. Think about it. Find another target. Daniel Anderson, lace them up. Write your family. Get your uncle. Get your cousin. Get whoever else you have embarrassed in your career. And get them all together. Because the first time I'm in the ring with you, Daniel, you are going to feel a lariat all the way from West Texas. And you are going down 1, 2, 3. And I will have my belt back. And then I'm going to call old Chris Turner up and I'm going to say, come on, Chris. Let's do it one more time.
Pretty much it for this week.
So you've got me doing my open challenge till April 2nd, Abbeville, Georgia. Call anyone out on the roster.
Yeah, probably during intermission or something.
You know, it's I'm not sure when it is on the match, actually. They haven't told me.
Yeah, we're working on that.
Sometime in the near future, I will be beating someone up.
Yeah. We're pointed. All right, well, this Saturday, April 2nd, Abbeville, Georgia, please join us for CCW Wrestling live and in action. It's going to be an exciting night, so we hope to see you there. For this week's episode of Superstars of the Ring, I am your host, ERIC SNOOK. That's Frankie Morris, and we'll see you next week.